Hello, I'm Dr. Mark Daly, founder and director of the Wellness Center, radio talk show host, and founder of the Fibromyalgia Relief Center. Before I share some valuable information with you on the 7 things to avoid if you have fibromyalgia, I want to remind you of my core belief. You see, I truly believe that each of us has a special calling, a destiny, a purpose, and great potential. I believe that you were created to make a difference in the world. Although you may be struggling with fibromyalgia, this disease does not have to change your destiny. It doesn't have to destroy your life, taking you off course and perhaps into eternity. From my decade of experience with fibromyalgia patients, I truly believe that you can and will recover. I am a doctor of chiropractic that specializes in chronic conditions like fibromyalgia. I have advanced education in functional endocrinology, functional blood chemistry, the brain and neurotransmitters, mastering the thyroid protocols, as well as graduating from Functional Medicine University. I have worked with fibromyalgia patients with great success for, as I mentioned, almost 10 years. And for this work, I was featured in the American Wellness News and Report magazine, as well as interviewed on their radio show. I've been in practice since 1997, and I got into this specialty when I realized that modern medicine was just not helping people with chronic conditions like fibromyalgia. With that said, let's go ahead and talk about 7 things to avoid if you have fibromyalgia. Number 1 is aspartame, also found in NutraSweet. It is in almost every diet product. Now, you may or may not know this, but it's actually a neurotoxin. It literally excites your brain cells to death. There have been patients who black out because of this particular product. And again, it puts your brain cells in overdrive. If you are suffering from fibromyalgia and you want to get better, stop ingesting NutraSweet. Number 2 is MSG. MSG is found in almost all kinds of foods and soups. It's also a neurotoxin or an excitotoxin. Of course, try to avoid MSG at all times. MSG, or monosodium glutamate, is a common seasoning or flavor enhancer. It's found most commonly, but not exclusively, in Asian foods. MSG has received quite a bit of press over the years as a possible cause of many different health problems, from obesity to neurotoxicity. Several health problems were demonstrated in lab mice, but none have yet been conclusively proven in humans. Likewise, the benefits of avoiding MSG for people with fibromyalgia have not been conclusively proven. However, anecdotal evidence is strong that avoiding MSG can be helpful, and a 2001 review of 4 case studies showed that eliminating MSG from the diet helped alleviate fibromyalgia symptoms. Now, some experts advocate various elimination diets to identify and avoid certain foods which may aggravate an individual's fibromyalgia conditions. Other medical experts believe that central sensitization is a key factor and recommend a fibromyalgia diet without monosodium glutamate and aspartame, as they overstimulate the central nervous system's pain transmission function. And most of you know quite well that pain is a major issue with fibromyalgia. Number 3 is sugar, which would include fructose and simple carbohydrates. Yeast overgrowth is caused by sugar or fructose, or these simple carbohydrates, in the GI system. And remember, yeast loves sugar. Inflammation in the gut and brain can be caused by sugar. And of course, sugar causes blood sugar instability and insulin surges, therefore causing hormonal imbalances. So many fibromyalgia sufferers claim to feel better when heavily refined, sugared foods and drinks are eliminated from the diet. This is because heavily processed or refined carbohydrates, which are typically high in white flour or sugar, aggravate food cravings and fatigue by causing spikes or sudden surges in blood glucose levels. High blood sugar or hyperglycemia leads to high levels of insulin in the bloodstream and can, over a period of years, lead to prediabetes, insulin resistance, and full-blown type 2 diabetes. The best way to control cravings and fatigue in this way is to follow a low glycemic index diet. These low glycemic index diets recommend eating whole grain carbohydrates with a low GI value. Now, the grains are another issue, which we'll cover in a few minutes. But for the sake of time, I'm going to cover two of the remaining things to avoid on our next video, which are caffeine and gluten. But let me remind you that you are special and you do have a purpose. The Fibromyalgia Recovery Program was designed to walk you through the process of understanding the cause of fibromyalgia and the steps required to return you to a state of wellness so you can fulfill your purpose and reach your highest goal. To find out more about our program and to get more free information, go to fibromyalgiadoc, that's DOC.com. Thanks so much, and hopefully you'll be getting our next video.